If she say okay, copy, and then it's all good.
Yeah, bro, like, ratchet bitch,
Yeah.
son, you ain't about all this shit, bro. Like, them hoes do what you say. They might give a fake attitude just so they can get
Yeah.
fucked, but, like,
Yeah.
goddamn,
Nigga, you
bro.
gonna snap all day to be playing with you.
Nigga, my
And
game is
then,
lagging.
Okay.
boy,
So that'll bring up
what
It's
the
not
fuck
letting me
your
start it,
what the
bro.
fuck your go-to, nigga? Your go-to is game right now. K for
Like,
the
nigga, I didn't even
broadcast.
say hut on that. I'm still sitting here.
K for the broadcast.
I'm
He
just
started a
Shut up, nigga. You said you were just
this a
oh, you
bitch
make
ass
me
nigga,
sick.
bro.
Oh, you make
This
me
nigga just
sick.
let me waste about 80 yards, bro. This a bitch ass nigga, dog. I
They
ain't gonna
still need
cap.
about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Chopper splitting it up like Kit Kat.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to
This
have
game
a
really
power
trash
arm
as
is the
fuck,
number
like,
one
if you
thing they
think
look
about
for
it,
in a
my nigga.
quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That
Bitch
one
ass
caught
nigga.
by Tyreek Hill. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15.
Get on.
San Francisco has contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the
Get
ball,
the
you better
fuck
surround
out.
him
Bro, I
and
hate this
break a
fucking
big one.
game, bro. Why would a nigga go all the way out of bounds, bro?
And that starts the comeback for Kansas City.
God damn,
Paved the
bro.
way
This
for the
stupid ass
first of
game.
3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And it was brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Niggas can't catch the ball
They
and
need
shit.
2 yards in their own territory.
Actually,
on
better
third
catch.
down, and they're going to go for it.
Yes, nigga. Duh.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find
I'm finna get off
here.
Shut the
right
fuck
now.
up, nigga.
26
Acting like a
and a
bitch.
conversion there as well.
I'm just gonna get off right now. I don't have enough patience.
I just seen him.
I don't have enough patience right now.
Okay. Oh God, nigga. I'm like, oh.
Cause that's
They
2
fake the give.
in a row.
Now Mahomes on the move to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Fucking ball.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, that's horrible, bro.
Not that time for Watkins.
That's
Yeah,
horrible.
this nigga be abusing Lamar Jackson, bro. I swear to God, bro. I need tripping.
He will lose yardage on the play.
Go figure that shit out.
19-yard
Are
line.
you not?
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on
I'm good,
1st
man.
down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. The ball comes out.
Bitch, we go figure that shit out, pussy.
Chiefs. And hopefully for both sides,
Am I
not
supposed to,
exciting things to come,
supposed to
Charles.
juke you?
This morning, it was so
Yeah, this
perfect outside, but we
game
knew
goes
this
up.
weather
Push
was
you off,
coming,
man.
and we see the effects of it here early on.
I'm gonna quit very soon. I can just feel it.
Shut up, nigga. Ain't nobody actually. I can still run the ball on your ass.
For real, that's what you think?
You're not good, nigga. That's why. You struggle when you use the Ravens. Nobody want to tell you that though. You really struggle with these niggas.
Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense and in terms of trying to breakdown what San Francisco does.
I thought that nigga was on the goal out. I would have scored on that.
Did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown?
What's that going on?
Did I see him catching one as
What up,
well?
bitch?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
Uh-oh.
His guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
You really could have blocked him.
Able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game. Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over
I love he
the end
tried to
line.
be cute in this video.
The Raven offense set at the line for
Fucking
this
with
next
that,
drive.
like, she could still get the meat in her mouth. I ain't
Not
tripping.
only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And he's going to lose a
Let me
yard
stop
or
trying to
two.
be black.
What up,
Play
bitch?
football.
The Mississippi State man, Chris
I need to get out of bed.
sack there.
Somebody.
To try again after the sack. Jackson eluding the
You really
pressure.
threw that shit, huh?
Yep, and I caught it, bitch.
Shut up. Shut up.
This game.
Ravens touchdown.
Nah, that's a problem.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 76 yards. As his guys are on the
Nah, it's a, now it's a problem.
Okay, mute the audio.
From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back up.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it. It's caught at the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw, and going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Yellow, yellow. Delta.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things. And
this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Here's Jackson, buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Hey, 43. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Stop your whining.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to go down again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he gets it down to the 32. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson being chased out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Yellow. He's checking. Right.
Now Mahomes, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Spinning away. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Hill, the intended receiver once again. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. It's Hill, complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like you did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
But can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. On third down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He finds Roberts complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Kill. 43! 43! Hey, 57 color.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 29, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 29 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Domada Peko racks up the sack. They go play fake. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 59 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. So now, once again, the Ravens will go for 2.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
57's a mic. 57's a mic.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now it's Mahomes again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And, my goodness, another interception. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is caught inside the 15, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did.